Now this next device we're going to use to see if this will help him to keep his pellet up so that it doesn't get entrapped. This, I call it a flying W. I don't know what the technical term would be, but horses don't have a gag reflex, and this will fit into his mouth and it'll sit up above and hold the palate skin up so that it won't hopefully get trapped when he is running and gets nervous. So I'm going to try it today here at the farm and see if he accommodates it without fighting and is comfortable with it, and then we'll try it at the racetrack. Come here, Irish. This is the W, and that goes on first, and it's in the back. This is the bit, and he fussed a little bit and wiggled his mouth around, and now he has accepted it quietly. Now I will put down a noseband so that he keeps his mouth quiet. Again, I'm not crazy about a lot of equipment, but we're trying to see if this will help him not cut off his airway when he's running. Okay, now I've put the drop noseband on, and it's to keep his mouth closed, but I don't have it on very tightly because I want him to learn to accommodate it. And we're just going to have him walk around with it and see how he handles it. You never want to surprise a horse with new equipment all at once and then run out and do something with him. So I've put this flying W on, plus a new bit and a drop noseband. And we're just having him walk around and see if he can accommodate it comfortably. See, he's fussing a little, and I wouldn't want him to get panicked and choke or something. So we'll watch how he handles this, and we'll graduate from this to riding him and seeing if he's controllable and if it helps him with the palate issue. You'll see he's still trying to figure out what the heck this stuff is in his mouth. He's fussing a lot, and as I say, the drop noseband is fairly loose. I'll tighten it later, but not until he's pretty comfortable with what he's got on. See his head going up and down a little. But generally it's like with the tongue tie. Once they recognize that they can't do anything about it, they tend to settle down. But I wouldn't want a rider on his back and accidentally pull hard and it surprises the horse. So we'll watch and see. Now I turned up the speed a little to see how he'd handle it, and Irish is fighting quite a bit with the stuff in his mouth. And we'll have to see whether he's going to accept it and whether it helps or hinders, because if they fuss too much, then it's not going to help him. So we'll have to see how if he settles down with it at a higher speed. Well, he seems to be doing okay, but at first he would have liked to have gotten rid of it, but now he is seeming to put his mind to his business. We'll see. Now he seems to be settled, and we'll just have to try with the rider on his back if he's going to fight a lot. We first want him to be comfortable with that equipment. He's slobbering a little, but that again is he's got a lot of stuff in his mouth. Now I turned up the speed a little to see how he'd handle it, and Irish is fighting quite a bit with the stuff in his mouth. And we'll have to see whether he's going to accept it and whether it helps or hinders, because if they fuss too much, then it's not going to help him. For as good and quiet as Irish Eagle is on the farm, he is nervous at the track, and I don't like seeing that, and we really would like him to become more comfortable, but it could be performance nervousness. So here he comes. He's got what's called a Sure Win on. That's that rubber thing on his nose, and he has his tongue tied and a soft bit. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we need at least 4 and 52. So Irish Eagle just did his work. He's going to gallop by now. He went by me so fast I didn't have time to turn on the camera. But we'll see what his time was and see whether he worked fast enough to be put back in a race, and see whether his breathing is better. Here he comes.
Yes, Juanito.
Do the last quarter.
The gate. On the other side.